Hey guys, Kaitlin here again, and welcome to day 2 of I just got my BOSU Balance Trainer, now what? And today we are working core, and we're not going to be working core in the form of crunches, right? So we are going to do some crunches, but we're going to really hit every aspect of your core, 360 degrees. We're going to go from squats and lunges to all sorts of stuff. So grab your BOSU and let's get started. Guys, let's talk about how to properly engage your core before we jump into a core workout. So I want you to ditch this duck butt posture, and then I want you to ditch this overly rounded hunched posture, and I want you to find somewhere in between. So I'm going to pull my shoulders back and down, chest is proud. I'm going to tuck my pelvis under me, squeeze my glutes, pubic bone pulls up and towards my nose. I'm going to suck the abs in, belly button to spine, and I'm bracing myself like someone's gonna come throw a punch. I am now engaged, and I should feel long and pretty and ready to work my abs. Remember, we've got quadrants, 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got channels, and we've got these little lines here, which I'm gonna use today to cue you through this workout. All right, guys, I'm gonna take a seat on top of the BOSU here. I'm gonna find about the second or third ring here. I'm going to put my bum on it. And then I'm going to make sure I'm not arching that back or I'm not slouching over. I'm going to find that neutral position that I was in when I was standing up before. And I'm going to turn the palms of the hands up. And all I'm going to do is tuck and roll down and roll up. Tuck, roll down, and roll up. Sit up nice and tall. Roll down. Hold the abs in, roll up. If this is straining your neck, go ahead and bring one hand, place your fingertips back and behind your head. And then you can alternate between the two. Now you're gonna notice that when you bring that hand back and behind the head, it makes that roll up a lot harder than it is with both hands in front. So pick your poison there. 3, 2, and rest. Good, I'm gonna go ahead and bring the balance trainer right in front of me. I'm gonna rotate it to where I've got 2 quadrants that I can put my hands on. From here, I'm gonna go into a plank from the floor. I'm gonna bring one arm up and the other. So now I'm in an extended plank, and then down, down, lead with a different hand. Up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, abs on fire, pull them in, down, down, up, up, down, down. Whose idea was this? Up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up. Pull it in, down, down. Last one, up, up, and down, down, and rest. Nice job, you guys. All right, stay where you're at. Hold that BOSU a little closer. I'm gonna take my pubic bone, put it right on the logo here. And now I'm in a pretend elbow plank, right? Now I'm gonna lift those back feet up. If I feel good here, I'm gonna lift those arms. Now if you're falling forward like I just did, I'm gonna move myself back just a hair and try it again. So I lift, lift, and extend. There it is, bring it back down. Lift, extend, bring it back in. Now we're flowing. Lift, extend, bring it back in. Lift, extend, bring it back in. There's always this magic spot somewhere around the center of the BOSU, and everyone's spot is different. If you're unable to lift the arms as well, just stick with the legs. Rest. Beautiful job, you guys. All right, let's take a seat back on the BOSU and start from the top. So bum goes to about third ring, and I'm gonna roll it down in 3, Here we go. Roll it down and roll it up. Nice. Roll it down, roll it up. This isn't about speed. It's about taking your time, finding the feeling in your body. You're like, where am I feeling this? Why am I feeling this in my back? What am I doing wrong? Are my knees collapsing inward here? Pull them apart. Engage your glutes. Stabilizing muscles. Don't let yourself come all the way back. We're just gonna come where you don't disengage, right? Roll it up. We're almost done. Roll it down and roll it up. This is pretty much one of the only crunches we have in today's workout. I lied, we have another, but it's not really a crunch like that. Okay, remember I'm gonna rotate so I can put my hands on the quadrants. I'm gonna bring myself to a tall plank, the base of the BOSU, and then I'm gonna walk the hand up, up, so I'm in that extended plank, down, down, up, up, down, down. If you need to do this from the knees, that is fine with me. Down, down, up, 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 down, down, up. That's how I feel about how sweaty I already am. Up, 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 down, down, up, up, down, down. Press yourself away from the floor. Don't collapse into those wrists. Don't collapse into those shoulders. 2. Nice. All right, bring that BOSU nice and close. Pubic bone goes just to the base of the logo. Bring ourselves into that makeshift plank. And I've got to lift, lift, and lift. Bring it back in. Remember, if you're struggling with this one, you can't find that sweet spot, and you're feeling like you want to give up, just stick to one or the other. Maybe you just stick to this, or maybe you just stick to lifting the legs. Lift, lift. Just do the hardest version you can handle today. And it's going to be different every day that we work out. Hey, I moved too far up. Lift and lift. I'm telling you, like a centimeter, you move the centimeter in the wrong direction, it changes everything. So find that sweet spot. We are almost done. 3 and rest. Nice job, you guys. Let's move on. All right, guys, coming up slowly, we're gonna bring ourselves on top of the BOSU on our feet, right? So we're gonna stand here, find a spot that's comfortable for you. My feet are on either side of the logo. That's what feels good for me here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring the fingertips back and behind my head. I'm gonna hinge down, flat back, rotate, bring it back, and come up. All these little stabilizer muscles are gonna be working. Here we go. Hinge down, I'm gonna rotate, pull the abs in, squeeze to bring it back up. Abs pulled in tight. Rotate, and right back up. I'm gonna show you from this angle. I hinge down, rotate, back in, up. Abs engaged, pulled in, belly button to spine. Awesome. Down, rotate, and up. Last one here. Down, rotate, pull the abs in, and rest. Good. I'm going to step off to one side. I'm going to angle this so I don't step on the little handle part. I'm going to rotate myself over that bent knee in a squat if I want to, like a 3/4 squat. I'm going to go up and over, opposite side. I'm just replacing one foot with the other. We did these yesterday. Pull the abs in. We're not trying to move super fast. We're trying to move with control and engaging all the right muscles. My abs are on fire. Pull them in, suck it in, brace yourself. Nice and swift on that switch if you need to. Take it a little slower. You can find a pace that works for you. 3, 2, rest. Good. I'm gonna come all the way down to my knees. I can put my toes on the ground, or I can lift them off for a harder version. All I'm gonna do is bend side to side. I'm lifting my toes in the back. I want you to bend as far as you can without hunching over. Shoulders back and down, pull with that oblique. It's a little active rest for you after that up and over. Slide it down. If you've got little weights, you can definitely hold them here. But my obliques are on fire just by really trying to rotate or side bend myself all the way down. 3, and rest. All right, we're going back on top. Fingertips back and behind. We hinge and rotate. I'm just getting your obliques ready because things are gonna get serious in our next circuit. Here we go. Hinge down, back flat, rotate. Squeeze the glutes, come back up. All the stabilizers through your spine should be working. You shouldn't be hurting in the back. You should feel it working. All the way up. Anything that causes you pain that isn't just that awesome exercise burn, check your form and then adjust as needed. 10 seconds left here. Means sometimes you have to lessen your range. Find what works best for you. Rest. All right, I'm gonna go up and over, twisting over the knee that is on top. So I'm twisting over. We go in 8 seconds. 5, 3/4 squat. Here we go. Twist and switch. I'm really trying to rotate over that bent knee, even more so this round than I did in the last round. We are just about halfway here. Halfway. Stay engaged. 10 seconds. Moving with intention, not going for speed. We're gonna do that on another day. Probably tomorrow. 2. Rest. All right, we're going back all the way down for that oblique teeter. So we're all the way down, kneeling on top, lifting those back toes for a harder version, opening those shoulders, chest is proud, and we slide that hand down the side of the body. We got this. This is a nice little active rest time. So really try to focus. It's that mind-body connection. Use this one to pull you down, and you're gonna use this oblique to pull you up. And now opposite way. Use it to pull you and then pull you up. Your entire core is working here. I'm feeling this everywhere from my calves, my hamstrings, my glutes, my quads, and then my entire abdominal area. 2. Rest. All right, guys, we are going to move on to a new circuit of exercises. All right, my friends, I'm gonna bring my hip to the logo. Hip to logo. So now I'm in this pretend side plank here. What I'm gonna do is then lift my upper body up, pulling with these obliques, and then down, and then I'm gonna follow that by lifting both my legs. Easier version, you're just gonna lift one leg up. All right, let's do this. So we come up. I'm barely using this hand here. It's just there for some support. And I'm gonna lift those legs up using those obliques. All the way up, down, lifting my legs. Again, up, down, lift. Hello, obliques. All the way up, down. Remember, easier version, you're just gonna lift the one leg. Up, started on my strong side. Might get laughable when we switch to my other side. So remember which side you're doing right now. 3, 2, and rest. From right here, I'm going to, where am I? Single leg stretch. Yes, so I'm gonna come here and just balance. So I'm gonna get myself on top of the dome, bum at about the 3rd ring again. I'm gonna lean back. If I want to, I can grip the sides. I'm just gonna try to balance here. If I feel comfortable here, what if I extend the leg? Then I switch. What if I can take my hands out of the equation and then pull one knee to my chest? Abs on fire. Everything is working. If you're starting to feel this in your neck and you're here, you can always bring one hand back behind the head, switch every few seconds. We're doing the best we can, and a lot of times we're just falling off and laughing and our abs are working anyways. So have fun with it, guys. One missed exercise, not the end of the world. Good, all the way up. Now I'm gonna do those oblique teeter-totter moves on the other side. So my hip then comes to the logo. I'm in my side plank, and here we go. Come up. Let's see if I can lift the legs on this side. There we go. Up, adjust myself, and lift. Up, yes. Lift. We got 30 seconds left here. Remember, your easier version is just lifting that leg, right? Right here. All the way up. After this, we're gonna go right back to the other side and we'll circuit through this again. Up. And rest. All right, go ahead and flip it over. Other side again. Hip to the logo. I'm in my side plank. Finding my sweet spot. Here we go. Up and down. Lift the legs. I'm barely getting any air this time around. Down. Lift the legs. Up, down. When your obliques stop working, just switch to that easier version. They might be giving out on you soon here. Mine are. And then all the way up. I feel this one tomorrow. 15 seconds left. 10. Whose side is on fire? Mine is. Last 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, we're coming for that balance. My bum comes to the 2nd or 3rd ring, and I come down. I'm gonna grab the dome here and lift the knees up. When I feel ready, I will extend the leg if I can, or I'm gonna hold it here. Here we go. This is an advanced core move, but I find that some people who have never done it before can nail it right away, while others, some of the strongest people I know, will struggle with it. So I'm bringing it here today so you guys can play with it. If you need to, you can always go right here. If we're just flopping around, laughing, nothing's getting done, you can always switch it there. Again, we're trying to stick with the hardest version we can handle for as long as we can. 10 seconds. Use those abs to pull you up and in. 3. rest. We're gonna do that other side. Hip to logo. In my side plank. The easiest side plank I've ever done. Nice and supported. All right, here we go. Up, down, and lift. Now that, however, is not the easiest side plank I've ever done. Right here. Whew. Up. Feel like I need to adjust. Down, lift. There it is. I found my sweet spot. If you can't make it through these 45 seconds, you can always take extra rest. Again, just do your best. It takes some time to really get comfortable with your balance on here. Super unstable, really challenging piece of equipment, but really fun. 2. Let's move on, new circuit. All right, guys, I'm gonna scoot my BOSU back a bit. I'm gonna come sit on top of the dome just like we were before, about that third ring. What I'm gonna do is crunch back, crunch up. I'm gonna dive through my legs here and then bring it into a bear position. Back, back, sit, crunch, crunch, bear. Harder version, we are gonna pop both legs out at the same time. So here we go, we crunch back, up, I'm gonna dive forward, pop both legs. Easier version, I crunch, dive forward, up, up, down, down. Sit it back down. Roll it back, crunch, pop. Hold that bear for a second or two. Roll it back, up. You got about 20 seconds left. Take your time. We're not trying to move super quick. We're trying to nail this move with perfect form without hurting ourselves. Those knees are just a couple inches off the floor when you're in bear, and rest. Good, okay. I'm gonna flip it over and I'm gonna flip the BOSU over. Now I'm gonna bring myself to plank, tall plank, and I'm gonna alternate tapping one knee to the ground. So here we go, I'm up. I'm gonna keep that pelvis tucked, drop that knee to the ground. Abs pulled in, tap it down. I'm holding by the handles. You guys can always press the palms flat on top here. And if you're having trouble with the BOSU flipped, you can always flip it back over and press those palms into the dome side. You've got 20 more seconds here. Try not to let that back arch at any time. I'm staying tucked even as I drop that knee down. Pubic bone pulling towards my nose. I'm in a crunch. 2, and rest. Nice, okay. Now what I'm gonna do is come all the way up, and I'm going to take the BOSU, bring it over my bent knee in a lunge, bring it back down to plank, step it out, step it in, bring it over the opposite bent knee. Back down, pop it out to plank, back in, over the opposite bent knee again. Good. If you're feeling good here, go ahead and start popping it out. Again, pop it out. Nice. Should feel good, guys. With control. Five seconds. Good. All right, flip it over. We're gonna crunch, pop it out to bear. Sitting my booty at the third ring. And rolling down, up, diving through, bear. Sit back, up, bear. Hold that bear for at least a second. Don't collapse into your wrists. Don't collapse into those shoulders. Stay strong. 20 seconds left here. We got this, guys. Crunch it up. 10 seconds. Woo! I think I'm scooting myself too far forward. 2. And rest. Flip yourself over. Flip your BOSU. We've got those knee touchdowns. Remember, we're not letting that back arch, keeping it tucked. Here we go. Dropping a knee and up with control. It's not about moving fast. In fact, it's about moving as slow as you can. That is going to make it burn. Abs pulled in. Drop that knee down. If you are starting to feel this in your back or you can't keep it from arching, I want you to just pedal those feet. So don't drop that knee quite as low. 10 seconds. Come on, guys, we got this. 3. Rest. All right, we've got that burpee variation, but it's nice and slow with that lunge, rotating over the bent knee with BOSU in hand. We go in 3. Here we go. Out, in, up, over that bent knee. Good. Down, out, in, up, rotate over the bent knee. Down, out, in, squeeze the glutes to come up, rotate. We are almost done. We have 1 circuit after this. Try not to let that knee collapse inward when you're coming back for that lunge. And rest. Beautiful, you guys. 1 more circuit left. All right, guys, go ahead, flip it over. We are almost done with this entire workout. Our first exercise is a bird dog, which means we're going to come hands and knees onto the dome here. I'm going to put one knee, one hand, the other knee, the other hand in each quadrant here. Easier version, I'm going to keep the back toe on the ground. Harder would float those toes. What I'm going to do is extend opposite arm, opposite leg, hold for 3, 2, 1, and switch sides. Good job. We got this. Nice and easy. 3, 2, 1, and we switch. Take your time. If you want to hold it for a little longer, go ahead. So we'll count in our own time. Maybe you want to hold for 10 seconds. Maybe you want to hold for 2. Find your flow, my friends. Don't let that head fall down. Try to keep that spine in alignment. Who's got a little shake going on? I do. I've got a little shake. That BOSU shake. Last one. Good. From here, I'm going to stand all the way up. And I'm going to do alternate lunges onto the BOSU. So I'll come down for a lunge. And I'm going to just rotate over that bent knee and back up. In fact, let's bring the fingertips back and behind the head. Rotate. Good. Step up with the opposite foot. Rotate. Knee over ankle. Rotate. Don't let that knee collapse inward. Try to keep it in line with that foot. Rotate. Abs are pulled in. Rotate. Don't let that pelvis or your lower back start to arch. So tuck that pelvis under you, which means you might get a little more stretch in that hip flexor than you were prior. We just don't want any arched backs. And yes. All right, I'm gonna come down, slide this I'm gonna bring my bum here and I'm gonna lay all the way back. So like my upper back is at the base of the BOSU here. All I'm gonna do is flutter my legs. I'm gonna get lower as I feel more comfortable. I can grip the dome in order to keep myself steady. We're keeping that pubic bone pulling in towards our nose. If you feel nice and strong here, really try to flutter those legs nice and big. Whose abs are on fire? Mine just started burning as soon as I made it bigger. Again, if you need to be right here, that's fine. If you can go a little lower, more power to you. I like going nice and big. Not only do I get a nice stretch, but my abs are on fire. We are almost done. Abs on fire. Lower abs. All right, let's come back for that bird dog so don't get lightheaded. We're still staying down. We've got all 4 quadrants occupied here. Here we go, bird dog, opposite arm, opposite leg. And switch. Again. Switch. Ooh. Watch that balance. And switch. Those flutter kicks are like my new favorite exercise, just being all the way down on the ground there. So fun. Switch. We're almost done, my friends. Abs pulled in nice and tight. We're breathing. Yes, we come all the way up for that lunge and rotation, fingertips back and behind. We step in 5. Here we go. Stepping up, twist, up, twist. Woo! I almost lost it there. Abs engaged. Stay strong. We are almost done. Halfway through this one here. All the way in, rotate, abs pulled in, nice and tight, like you're trying to flex. Someone's about to punch you in the gut. Whoa. Ankles are nice and strong for that lunge. 2. Good. Bring it under. We go all the way down. So my bum and my lower back are up on the base of the dome here. And here I go. I'm gonna stick with the big flutter kicks. You can do any version you want. Maybe that means you're here. As long as you pull those abs in, use the lower part of your core to pull those legs. Okay, there they go, they're burning. Might even be sore tomorrow. With control, guys. You can speed it up if you can control it, or you can slow it way down. Find what feels good. You've got about 10 seconds left. Just keep going. Woo! 3, 2, yes. Oh, okay, pull the knees in. Yes, you guys, that was awesome. Amazing job, you guys. My abs are seriously on fire and I'm sweaty. I'm pretty sweaty. Surprisingly sweaty, but it is pretty hot in here. All right, tomorrow is leg day, so be prepared to set your bum on fire. All right, guys, let's stretch it out just a little bit here. What I'm gonna do is bring hands to quadrants, and I'm gonna push myself up, downward facing dog. Really just try to pedal those feet. Find a little position here that feels good, where you're feeling that stretch where you want to feel it. Good, now I'm going to just shift it here. I'm going to bring it to like an upward facing dog. Keeping those shoulders out of my ears. Amazing. Go ahead and lower those back knees. Roll it down. child's pose. Stretch it out there. And let's get those quads one more time. So I'm gonna come here, just like we did yesterday, and I'm gonna grab a foot. Tuck that pelvis under. Feel that stretch through that quad, even into that hip flexor if you really push those hips forward. We're stretching real quick today. You guys can take more time on your own to stretch it out. All right, other side. Grab that foot. I'm excited for leg day. Leg day is gonna be good. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow.